The use of queries is vital to any database system if you're going to use your data efficiently. Now, the college database has a drill down feature, so you can start and explore the data by using the links, the hyperlinks that are created by the entity framework when it understands the concepts of the links between the various entities. But sometimes a company might have a really regularly used query that it needs to use without going through the whole drill down process. So it's really easy to set that up in LightSwitch. Now, a query is a statement written in SQL which goes to the database and extracts data based on what you've told it to do. If we want to use it usefully, what we can do is we can make a query which will say, when I give you a course level, I want to find all the courses that are at that level. That's the example. When you come to do it for your assessment, you'll go to the racing database, obviously, and you'll create the same sort of structure given a different scenario. I'm going to create the query that we need in order to drive this process, and it's going to be based on the courses table, based on the target table. So I select that course table and I add query. Now, the query design window will open up. It's very much more simple than many that you will see when you look at a query design window in Access. It's a little bit more complex than this. But what we do is we add a filter, and I'm going to say that where course level name equals that parameter, add new. That means that I'm going to specify the level name, so I would have to use level 1, level 2, level 3, etc. And that is the parameter that we're going to use to limit what data is returned to what I say in this parameter. You can add a sort to the return data. Course name would be a good one, I think, in this one. All of the independent fields are available to you, so let's just leave it at the course name. There's my parameter that I'm going to do. So I'm just going to save that query, and that will make it available for us to use from now on. Or what I should have done is I should have given it a name. Course by level. And there it is. It's now in my Solution Explorer. Now what I can do is I can use this particular set of information that is being returned by this to drive a screen. So if I go down here, add screen, I'm going to use a list and detail screen, and I'm going to select the query I've just created. Do we want the cohorts? I suppose we might as well have it. So do that. And this list and details will be structured so that when I give it a level in the list, the details of everything that's attached to that level will be shown in the output that's returned. So let's just put that screen into the search. A meaningful name, and that's good. So let's just build our application and start it. Now the screen I've just created is not the default screen, but I know it's in the search menu, course by level. This new screen opens up, and when I put my parameter in here and just press tab, the results are returned to me. There's the courses by level, and there are the cohorts. It's a really powerful way of returning a lot of predefined data very quickly, where you know what you're going to want and you know that you're going to use it often. So here's what you need to imitate in order to get the assessment done. I have a screen which needs two parameters. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to query looking for races. So the query is based on the race table, and I want to find any races that are run by a particular club under a particular scheme. When I made the query and created the parameters and then created the list detail screen based on that query, it automatically supplies me with input boxes so that I can create the input for the parameter. Makes sense, really. If I do that, it tells me that the races that it ran under Portsmouth Yardstick are those races there. If I now change that to Channel Handicap, those are the races that it ran under Channel Handicap. That's what you have to mimic and imitate for your assessment work.